thicker the ply, thicker the ply, thicker the bag. Meet them a bite, now listen no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and I'm way up and made it. The is mad. Man in them baggins, I'm all in my bag.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watching now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Darnold on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. The Jets and Browns, two cellar dwellers from a year ago, and they did meet in that season, Week 5 in Cleveland. Myles Garrett, it was his NFL debut. He got 2 sacks, but it was former Brown Josh McCown throwing 2 second-half touchdown passes to lead the Jets to the victory.
And every time I hear about the Jets and Browns playing, you know what I think about? The first ever Monday Night Football game. The Jets at the Browns. Cleveland won. I believe it was 1970.
It was indeed. I just happen to have the note here. I don't know this off the top of my head, but September 21st, 1970. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Duke Johnson deep for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Watching now, Barney! Barney! Watching now, Barney! Barney!
The first carry now. This is Johnson. A beautiful fake. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some room at the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead, they got sudden Sam Darnold. And I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Darnold now on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. Now Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sheldon Richardson in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Henry Anderson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run. This is Brown. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
New York set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the...
Lucky 56. Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The 40, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Neil Sterling, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And New York set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They start the drive with a give to Powell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Darnold. He's got it. This is below Powell. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Darnold fighting through pressure. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Joe Schobert in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. This is taken at the 23. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Henry Anderson in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Gone! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
From the gun, Mayfield. It's hauled in by Shepard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the effort.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Grady Jarrett in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
To throw is Darnold. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half, as it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Watch it now, Barney!
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Darnold. A screen complete to Crowell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Darnold. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run. This is Powell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
They're not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit!
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. Mayfield looks to throw, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Over! Watch it now, Barney! Check three! No, off! Jim! Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
And we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. Really asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now let's go. Blue Niners. Blue Niners.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Darnold. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Last year, the Jets averaged exactly 4 yards per rush, and that's what they need here, third and 4. Now Darnold on third and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of
Oh,
winning?
yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it here with Brown. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now it's Brown. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Second down, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Mayfield on play action. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They go play action. Mayfield escapes the sack. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now Darnold. Step and caught it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
This is Brown on the carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw, Mayfield. He's going to go up, and this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Landry, the intended target. But look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Over. Hot. Gone.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cleveland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season.